All right, everybody, and welcome back to Code Collaborative. I'm Chaz Herring, and this is episode 5. We are connecting the Parse backend as a service to an existing app. This is what I have so far. We got a login screen, sign up screen, and a reset password. You're able to follow along in the previous videos and make this, or as you should be, just play it and make your own right alongside me. Try to do it faster than I can if you can. So here we are. We're going to go ahead and install Parse. First things first, let's pull up the Parse website. So Parse. Now the way I learned this was I did Rob Percival's tutorial, his Instagram one that had some useful techniques. Ray Wunderlich had one, I think, by a Firebase person. That was useful. And then there's Busybody, another one I used, who did it. Now, all of those worked and didn't work. What we're going to do ahead first is create a new app. This one's going to be called, what do we call this thing? The Add on App. Great. Cool, so you can see all the tests I've been doing and trying to learn it. Go to Quick Start. Once you go to Quick Start, you're going to go Data. Real quickly, environment. Sorry, I wanted to show you guys something. Real quickly, Data, push, what do all these mean? I don't know. Data saves objects. Push notifications, what they're known for, they have analytics. Social, I don't think I've really ever played with it. So all the defaults I've ever done for everything you should have to do as well. Data, mobile, or if you want to do one of these guys, but mobile. We're making an iOS app. It's going to be Swift, and we're doing an existing project. So first things first, download the SDK. You guys should be able to read this and follow and try yourself. If you're going to do that, save your project first, make a copy of it, and go ahead. If you're anything like me, you're going to not be able to do it your first time. Now it's really, really simple. Now you'll see it's really simple. It's really cool. So we open it up. And inside, we're going to go ahead and drag bolts, parse, and parse UI. I don't think you need all three, but I do. I like them. Sometimes you try to use a parse object, there's different ways you can do like a table view and that stuff. And if you don't have the parse UI, you're not going to. So just install it all now. Let's actually click on the folder, and let's make a new group. We're going to call this one references, because good programming modularizes everything like this, and we can take these guys, put them in there. I did that by clicking Shift, using the arrow key, and then I dragged them over until I saw it goes inside. Now we got those. Let's go back to Parse. What does it say here? So add the SDKs. So we did that. So you probably could drop all of it in there. I do those three. Now we need these dependency things. Basically, you have to go in and click all of these. Very boring, but you gotta do it. So audio toolkit. So you do it. You click at the very top here. There's all these different options. Your file, all this kind of stuff. Click on your app, the blue one. Sorry, it's these that you want. The build settings, build phases, build phases. Copy bundle resources here. Oh no, link binary with libraries. There we go. So you can see we got 3 of them in there already, but we need all of these guys. So I'm gonna pull it down here just so I can read it, and let's do it. So click the little plus button, and we want audio toolbox. There it is. Add it. CFN network. CFN network. Now I can find these real quick because I've done this quite a few times. You can type them in as well. Core graphics and core graphics. I'm gonna do this. Core location. Core. Okay. And quartz. Security. I don't know why you can't. Why they can't make this easier. I mean, for how easy they make everything, why this? Why can't I drag and drop in what I want? Maybe we can get a parse guy on here and find out why. That'd be cool. Store. Actually, no. Some people have Facebook, so I might reach out. No, I'm not going to. I know like one guy, and he's pretty high up there. He rung in the NASDAQ bell. I'm gonna show off a little bit on who I know. Do some name dropping. Although I'm not dropping his name. So this is where it's going to be different. Because of Swift 2, you'll see here, it says LIBZ DY LIB again. It changed. I updated the first day and it changed to TBD. I haven't done a whole lot of digging. I just pretty much went with it. So that's what I'm going to do again. But we should probably put that down as something we should look into and have a video on what that is, or not a video, but a post or something so people know the difference. And now we want the 3, we don't want 3.0. It says now, if you're using the Objective-C linker flag required by some third-party libraries, add these as well, accounts and social. So we're going to do that. I've always done this. I've always added the accounts framework and the social. I'm sure you don't need to. Let's just search for social framework. Sure you don't necessarily need it, but let's just get it done. All right. Cool. We now have it there. Now what we need to do is actually connect our app. Let's see. It didn't put any of these in where I wanted them. So I'm going to highlight all of them and drag and drop it into references. And these references, I'm actually going to drag up there. Yeah. I think I'm going to check that. But it should work. If not, we'll whoa. It's indexing. Let's play it. See if something works. It shouldn't do anything. It should just be white. Our normal thing. Okay. References. App delegate. Now, step 2, you'll see we just did this part. Done. Now we're going to connect our app to parse. Import parse and bolts into the app delegate. So we click on app delegate. And under this, we'll do import. And this is importing the frameworks that we just added. Bolts is, I kind of forget what it is. Yeah, see, it doesn't log in, sign up. It doesn't do anything right now. Reset. So you got to have these at the top of all your files. If you create a new file and you don't add this, Parse it's going to throw a little error. And you'll eventually start seeing what these errors are, and it'll become quite common. Oh, this error, I probably left out a delegate, or I didn't import these kind of things. Great. Now, in our UI main application, still in the app delegate, we're going to go ahead and grab this. Now, the main thing that's the most important is this parse set application ID. This is my application ID. When you're doing this on your own, you're going to have your own application ID. And if you're following on the same framework, it actually pulls it in for you. So you can see this is the add-on app. If I did any of my other apps, it'd be pulling those in. So that is your application ID and client key. You can also find them when you go to core and you go to settings, keys, application and client. You can copy both of those and put them in there. So those are your keys. So we're going to put it right here. The did finish launching with options. We're going to enable a local data store. We're going to have our application ID, client key, analytics. And terrific. We're also now going to add a header file. So click this, hey, new file. Any of the files in there shouldn't matter. iOS, and we're actually going to go in Objective-C. You're like, whoa, 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 what is this? Trust me, I don't do Objective-C. You can name this anything. I don't like the colon. Let's make literally anything. It doesn't matter. Doesn't, empty file, none of that. Hit next. I was worried, and you can hit create in here. What this is doing, you'll see create bridging header. This is all we want. We want the program to do this for us. So create bridging header. Boom. Now what you'll see is two new files, a .m1 and the bridging header, the add-on app bridging header, or whatever you named your app, bridging header. Great. Take the crazy file, delete it. That's why, and move to trash. If you move to reference, you're actually not really getting rid of it. So move to trash. Cool. Yes. So that is that. Now, to make sure it works, so we can hit play, but, you know, did it work? Did it work? We don't know, right? What we're going to do is we're going to go once again back. So if you, whoops. Let's just go back here. Now you should still be on the page, this one. You should still be on this page. Okay, so you're back on this page. Let's make this a little bigger. Compile and run. Okay, we can test this SDK. We could do this. Instead, I am going to go to parse.com and look at their docs. Because I'm also going to quickly, in this video, show you how to get up and running and throw an object up there. You're like, oh, I hate these videos, they're so long. But this one's really quick. It's done. Watch. Go in Swift, make sure this is PF, so this is their documentation. Let me back up. This is Parse's documentation. You're going to be here a lot, learning what to do. And this is why I'm making these videos, is because I still don't understand some of these things. And everyone says, oh, there's plenty of videos out there. There's not. They're months old, and Swift 2, you know, is out now. A lot of the videos I look at or tutorials, they're 1.2, and then there's the 1.7 thing, and now there's 2. It's just so old and outdated, and Parse is changing all the time too. So that's why I'm making these videos. So whatever you want to see, do it. So grab this. We're going to look at saving objects to make sure it worked, and we're going to click on Swift. Don't click Objective-C. I did that earlier, and I was like, why is this code so dirty and nasty looking? Well, it's because it's old. So click Swift, copy and paste that right above your true in your app delegate, right where we just were. Now, what is the code saying? Well, let's go through it real quick. It says we're making a variable called game score, and we're saving this as a PF object. We're saying this is a PF object. That is a parse object. That's all it means. It's a parse object, and we're gonna give it a class name called game score. We're gonna have the score, and then we're saying, okay, we're gonna have a score equal this number. Yeah, you guys should be able to read this code. Player name equal that. Cheat mode false. So we're saying that's, I guess, a Boolean. Yeah, and then we're having our if and else statement. When you run this, it should save an object if you connected parse correctly. Let's find out. I'm wondering if I needed to potentially sign in, create a user first. I shouldn't have to, otherwise it's going to be very awkward. Let's go to my apps, go to core, because we're not looking for the analytics. What do you know? So if you go to your Parse place, you should look at game score. You should click in here and you should see game score. This is a class. That's what that class name was. Yeah, let's exit that. So that's what we created is we created this game score, and pretty cool. We didn't even set it up, you know. We created a game score. We have a cheat mode on. It says false, player name, Sean plot, and score. The score there. So it worked. I got it connected. You should be seeing this too. And if not, send me your errors. Join me on Jitter /collaborative. It's in the info. I'm happy to help answer. I'm trying to learn this all day, so this is what I'm doing. Hoping you guys can learn it as well. And that's it. Next, we will be putting in a sign up user. So we're going to put in a bunch of files and that kind of stuff. So you can either give it a try or start watching the next one. Till then, thanks guys.